Okay, seems about right. Yeah. So Season 4 of Death Battle is closing out with a big one. Sephiroth versus Vergil. Now, I'm personally kind of hoping Sephiroth wins because FF7 group needs the win. Also because I feel like Vergil's behind on the experience factor for reasons, but we'll see. We'll see. Now we'll see. Okay.
The great philosopher Plato once said, "The measure of a man is what he does with power."
Yes.
But to these guys, power is the measure of a man.
Sephiroth,
Yes.
the fearsome one-winged angel of Final Fantasy.
And Vergil, the half-demon son of Sparta from Devil May Cry. He's
Yes.
with an boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their
This is
weapons,
whoever
armor,
wins,
and
this is gonna be
skills to
epic.
find out who would win a death battle.
Oh yeah. That little preview already.
Through the millennia,
Alright.
legends were passed of a source of unlimited energy, the Promised Land. Unfortunately, all hope of finding this sacred ground had been lost, until the Shinra Electric Power Company excavated the remains of a being believed to hail from the very land they sought.
Oh, those
They called
suckers.
this weird naked purple lady Genova and thought that if they could bring her back to life, she could
Genova
help them
doesn't
find
always
the
take that
Promised
form.
Land. But apparently, they just didn't have any Phoenix Downs.
If they couldn't resurrect a being who could lead them to the Promised Land, Shinra decided they would simply create their own. After many experiments infusing Genova's cells with those of a human's, they finally found their savior. His name was
Savior.
Sephiroth.
Savior. Yeah.
With hair like that, it's no wonder he was created in a lab. Look at how majestic that mane is.
According to Final Fantasy lore, Sephiroth has to use an entire
At first, he
bottle
was
of
voiced
shampoo
by
and conditioner
Lance
every
Bass.
single time he bathes.
Why
Then it became
do you
George
know
Newbern.
that? Did you join his
Oh, he's
fan club or
ambidextrous.
something?
Okay, that's nice.
For research. But Shinra wasn't interested in Sephiroth for his hair. Instead, he was an essential part of their soldier program.
Wait, this electric company has their own private military? I'd hate
Oh
to
yeah,
miss a payment from
eco-terrorists
those
and all.
guys, especially if they sent Seph after me.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the ridiculously long sword he keeps with him. That's his Masamune. This 7'2"
yes.
behemoth of a blade is a lot like the
Oh, he's
Nodachi
using
swords
materia
they
as
used
well,
back
huh?
in feudal Japan. But instead of wielding something long with two
And
hands like
accessories?
those,
Okay.
Sephiroth only
Sure.
needs one.
Even that speaks nothing of his
I
effectiveness
guess that's from
as
the
a
short
warrior.
time that he's playable
Yeah, you know when
in
people spread
FF7.
legends of someone, they usually make him out to be even better than he really is? It's the total opposite with Sephiroth.
Yeah.
With his superhuman speed, strength, and durability, Sephiroth was instrumental in ensuring Shinra's victory in the Wutai War, conquering the last free nation on the planet. He returned home a legend.
But all those warm, fuzzy feelings of victory didn't last long. While on a mission to the town of Nibelheim, Sephiroth found a bunch of books on the Genova project.
Oh,
That's
yes.
when he discovered he was a secret science project the whole time.
The truth crushed Sephiroth and drove him mad. In a rage, he annihilated
Snap.
Nibelheim, but was stopped by a mercenary named Cloud Strife. Sephiroth was impaled by the Buster Sword and fell to his death.
Oh,
Kind of.
well, that's disappointing. Which is what I would have said if Sephiroth hadn't dropped into a hole in the ground that led him to the giant Windows screensaver called the Lifestream.
The life stream is a buried river of energy which basically maintains life across the planet. Normally, merging with the life stream is the equivalent of entering the afterlife, but not for Sephiroth.
And this is where things get weird, so buckle
Yeah.
up. Still conscious, Sephiroth's essence floated through the life stream for years until he absorbed enough energy to rebuild his body. With the energy of the life stream, he could control other beings with Genova's cells.
Including the
Yep.
corpse of Genova, who he manipulated like a puppet and disguised as himself.
Oh, what the hell? That's his mom? Who would do that to
Yeah.
their own mom? I mean,
She's
I know
kind of an
she's a
amorphous
genocidal
blob
little
anyway.
monster, but come on.
An amorphous biomass.
Probably makes a good breakfast.
But Sephiroth's descent into the life stream offered him even more. It transformed him from a mere super soldier into the most dangerous being on the planet. He's strong enough to throw a man hundreds of
yes.
feet skyward, move at supersonic speeds, and
heartless
withstand
thing.
brutal stab wounds through vital organs.
He's got illusion powers that can trick people by creating an entirely fake scenario. He can lift people with his mind, including himself, and then he can just fly. how it works, right?
Additionally, Sephiroth can cast magic thanks to his on-hand materia. Materia is crystallized life energy, which grants different powers according to the type of materia used.
Okay.
This lets Sephi attack with fire, lightning, ice, and earth-based magic. He can block
So his
attacks
use of
with
magic will
barrier
be
and
even
reflect,
stronger than
and heal
normally.
himself with cure and regen. And ever since jumping into the live stream, he's had unlimited access to his magical powers.
With his new godlike abilities, Sephiroth began a plan to stop mankind from drying up the planet's life force.
That doesn't sound so scary. Does that mean he's an environmentalist, or...?
But to do this, he decided to use black materia to summon a giant meteor to destroy the planet and absorb all of its life energy for himself.
Yeah.
So, like, an opposite environmentalist, a planet vampire. I mean, we're talking about a guy who kicked a dude through solid concrete, murdered the crap out of a 30-foot serpent with a spike through the face, and tanked a dragon's flamethrower attack without even getting a teensy bit hurt.
A particularly impressive feat considering this attack was capable of one-shotting fellow soldier Zack Fair.
Wiz, you may need to up your perspective,
yeah.
because that's definitely Cloud.
No, Cloud was just recalling false memories there. It was really Zack. However, it was Cloud who impaled Sephiroth pre-livestream with the Buster Sword.
And holy God, is it huge! It's like 2 feet wide! You'd think a stab from that thing would just cut him in half. But Sep just kind of shook it off.
And in his rematch with Cloud, he blocked an attack strong enough to crater the
that's what I thought.
Considering the diameter
He only had
of the crater
Kadaj.
surface area of Sephiroth's feet,
He only
and
had
assuming the
Kadaj
most
in
likely
him
steel composition,
at that
I
time.
estimate this attack to equal
Yazoo
nearly
and laws were nowhere to
1,600
be found.
tons of
There.
force.
Sephiroth
1,600
can
tons
use
of
that
force.
wicked sword to
Okay.
stab and lift wannabe heroes by their ribcage, slice through skyscrapers, and shoot energy beams that can shred these huge Mako cannons.
Oh, jeez.
And from the live stream, Sephi figured out he could create new bodies or even take on other forms.
These forms
Oh,
greatly resemble certain creatures found
The
in Christian
Sephiroths,
and Jewish
yes.
mythology.
He certainly looks the part when he goes into his ultimate
Safer.
form.
Regardless, Sephiroth does possess a single black wing, a blatant symbol of his fall from grace.
So basically, Final Fantasy does everything it can to not be subtle. Just like Sephiroth's most devastating attack, Supernova, which decimates an entire solar system. Wait, if Zeph is that powerful, how does anyone ever beat him?
Don't get the wrong idea here. There's a lot of debate over how Supernova actually works, but I think it's pretty clear that Sephiroth isn't creating the explosion himself. Rather, he's transporting his foes to a specific point in time within an alternate dimension.
Careful, Wiz, don't sell him short.
Just look at it. When he uses the attack, reality literally crumbles away like glass.
That's true.
This is identical to the animation for certain summoned creatures. According to the official Crisis Core Complete Guide, summons draw their targets into their own space. And this is no different.
So it's
in
like
the City of Fighting games, Sephiroth goes for the civil approach and opens a dimensional hole to the explosion. The attack is even described
so
as
Sephiroth does
destruction
kind of have
even
dimensional
into
powers.
other dimensions. And if he could summon planet-busting meteors at will, why did he go through so much trouble to get the black materia, which literally summons meteors?
That would explain why the supernova doesn't hurt him. He's not really there, just using those illusion powers of his. With all these powers, I can't believe Cloud and friends were able to take him down.
He's not invincible, but he's damn powerful. Ever persistent, Sephiroth departed with a final, chilling promise.
I will
never be a memory.
Why does he sound so bored?
2,000 years ago,
Vergil's
a
turn.
great mutiny transpired in the underworld.
1,600
The
tons.
demon warrior Sparta rebelled against his evil master, Mundus. To protect the world, Sparta did his best to seal the connection between hell and earth.
But then Sparta got lonely. Or maybe it was just a sausage fest in there. Either way, he snuck out of hell long enough to knock up this chick named Eva. And she popped out a couple of awesome demon slayers. Nice choice.
You may remember the younger of the two, Dante.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the most
he fought
stylish.
that witch chick with the hair.
But the eldest and potentially deadliest brother was the one and only
Then the less fun one, Vergil. Yes.
Vergil and Dante were rivals from birth. Dante was a goofball. Vergil was serious. Dante hated his being a demon, and Vergil loved it. It's that classic odd couple scenario.
But then one fateful day, in an act of vengeance against the late Sparta, a group of rogue demons separated the two brothers and killed their mother. Vergil was believed to be dead. But in reality, Vergil survived and set out on his own path to seek his father's immense power for
He
himself.
lost a drinking game?
And he's 100%
Oh, jeez, come on.
Kicking
Vergil.
Demon Slayer just like his pops. As a half-demon, Vergil can jump several times his own height, move at supersonic speeds, and heal himself quickly, kind of like that Wolverine guy. He can tough out getting stabbed through the lungs, intestines, the heart, body parts I'm pretty sure most people need.
Not
I
if
guess-
my experiment has
I
anything
guess
to say
Virgil's
about it.
awesome
Say
in any,
something, Wiz?
in a
I
reality.
said not if Virgil's abilities have anything to say about it.
Well, sadly,
Virgil,
for
why
any
are you wearing
human
your hair
demon
down?
or human demon who gets in his way, Vergil also happens to carry some extra deadly weapons on hand, including a spiffy katana called Tomato.
Yamato.
It's said that this sword can cut through anything, even dimensions, and probably tomatoes. Actually, Yamato is the exact thing Sparta used to seal hell from Earth in the first place.
Virgil's sword fighting prowess draws from his Dark Slayer fighting style, which emphasizes teleportation, lightning quick movements, and even quicker slashes
that his only
straight
style?
from the sheath. This technique is directly influenced by Iai Jutsu, the real-life Japanese art of the quick draw. And thanks to Virgil's demonic powers, he can attack
And then
so fast the blade seems
Beowulf
invisible.
And
What
the
is
only
that
thing
again?
better than fighting with
Gauntlets?
one sword is fighting with 8.
No, wait,
With
Gilgamesh is
Virgil's
gauntlets,
ghostly summoned swords, he can turn himself into a living Beyblade, fire them like a machine gun, or make it rain.
Yeah.
Blades may be Virgil's bread and butter, but if he needs to focus on brute strength, he switches to Beowulf.
Okay, yeah,
He can
Beowulf
charge
is
up,
gauntlets,
blink of an
okay.
eye punches and kicks that hit like a cement
And
truck
grease.
made of lead and KO some of the toughest demons in just a few hits. And hey, looks like he digs Street Fighter.
There's one more trick up Virgil's sleeve. Thanks to his demon blood, he can access a form known as Devil Trigger. And
Okay,
this
yeah.
mode amplifies
go.
everything.
His strength, speed, and healing all get a huge boost, making him several
Yep.
times
What's
deadlier
Dark
than
Angel?
before. Plus, he just looks badass.
In his
He
quest
does,
to become as powerful as his father, Virgil's abilities skyrocketed. He's taken down dozens of demons in the blink of an eye, and escaped an illusion from the sorcerer Arkham, which makes normal people go crazy.
But if anything's gonna show off what a son of Sparta can really do, it's pitting him against his bro. Sure, Vergil can easily avoid Dante's bullets, but why dodge them when you can spin your sword, line them all up, and fire them back? Like a boss.
In the
Still
same
looks like
battle,
Sephiroth
they
has the
briefly
range
created
advantage.
a 12-foot diameter open space in a
Yeah,
heavy
that's
rainstorm
this
with
feed.
nothing but their sword swings. On average, storms can fill a cubic foot space with as many
You already
as
did
30
all this
raindrops.
calculation with Dante.
So,
Come
Vergil
on.
and Dante must
need
have
to repeat
destroyed
this.
108,000 raindrops in less than a second.
If Vergil can swing his sword that fast, I bet he'd make a killing mowing lawns, or chopping
Might have
meat
the
at the
speed
deli,
advantage,
or giving
though.
haircuts, or doing that thing where he chops bad guys to pieces so fast they don't even realize they're dead yet. Like when he fought Beowulf.
Click.
The monster, not the weapon. And then he punched him so hard he flew 55 feet up and hit the ceiling.
When comparing Beowulf's size to Vergil, he appears to be as large as an elephant. Given what's available, this seems like our best measure of Vergil's strength, but there is one issue. The Devil May Cry series makes frequent use of slow motion to depict the absurdity of these characters, and this could be a similar case.
So let's look at another slow-mo feat, the rainstorm fight.
At one point, the rain freezes in place for about 2.5 seconds, as Vergil and Dante keep moving, indicating a 14,500% speed increase in real time.
Okay.
Applying the same degree to the Beowulf punch gives us an acceleration speed of about 4,882 feet per second. With that in mind, we can apply our previous data to
So
deduce the maximum
1600
height
against-
ceiling, and determine Vergil's striking strength to be nearly 720
Oh,
million newtons
jeez.
of force.
That's a lot.
It matches Vergil's
Okay.
incredible toughness, too.
Wait.
We already mentioned his super healing factor, but it's even more overpowered than you think.
Oh,
Vergil once got completely cut in half, but healed so fast that it's impossible to even notice.
And his regeneration ability can be worn down.
Yeah, that's how this weird jester guy beat him.
But it takes a lot to pull off. And Vergil can always just use Yamato to hop through dimensions to get away if he wants.
Oh, okay, he
Sadly,
can do that.
Vergil never got to rule the demon realm like he
So he
wanted.
can get out of Supernova then.
Instead, the Demon King Mundus permanently transformed Vergil into his puppet, irreversibly manipulating his mind in the process.
And then Dante kind of, exploded him. But one or two losses against someone who's basically goddamn Satan hardly makes him a weakling.
Hell and Earth trembles before the power of Vergil.
Okay, yeah,
It'll be
Vergil.
fun to fight with the Prince of Darkness. If my father did it, I should be able to do too.
Okay.
All right, the
Yeah, it
combatants are
seems to be
set.
more in
Let's
favor of
end this
Vergil.
debate once and for all.
But before we get to the bloody slicing and dicing,
Of course.
pick up some Blue Apron and slice and dice in your kitchen.
There's something wrong with my computer today. Hello, Vergil. Nice day for some fighting. Hello, Sephiroth.
You are powerful. I can see it.
Who are you?
Your despair.
Sephiroth's already built lots of badass lines, though. Oh. There's Raven Wolf. That was bad. Oh, protect. Shadow Flare. Well, delting out that. Going fast. Both of them. Alright. This is getting epic. Like I said. Oh, jeez. Sephiroth got the first stab.
Okay, you're strong. But are you fast enough?
Obviously not.
Don't move.
I suppose it can't be helped.
Oh, the one-winged. Oh, clones. Oh, right. Illusions.
They're fake.
I think he
Stop
saw
wasting
through
my
it.
time.
Devil. Oh!
You're going down.
There's the swords. We get to see a supernova.
Behold the truth.
Uraga. Oh, here comes supernova. Time to break out, Vergil.
What's that?
Supernova.
Time to break out, Vergil.
I saw you could pierce the fabric of our dimension, so I cast an illusion to disguise this. Witness oblivion.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. It's burned out, though.
I'm free.
Nope! Uh-oh. He dropped his sword. Damn! Congrats, Sephiroth! Yes!
Extra crispy.
These two were extremely
Yes!
powerful swordsmen, but Sephiroth's cunning and stronger abilities led to
Vergil
his
couldn't
victory.
get out soon enough.
Wait a minute, I thought the lore said Vergil's sword could cut through anything. Why didn't it cut through Sephiroth's sword?
Yamato was a unique weapon, but its legend clearly exaggerated. On multiple
Yeah.
occasions, it's clashed with Dante's blade and even a common rocket launcher without cutting through either, and sometimes requires an exuberant amount of force to cut through tougher material. But let's discuss the real facts.
Like strength. So Vergil with Beowulf could do 720 million newtons,
720,
right? But
120
there
million
aren't a lot of
tons.
good Sephi strength feats to compare.
First, let's compare Sephiroth to a fellow first-class member
Oh.
of the soldier fighting force, who had also been experimented on with Genova cells, Zack Fair.
Remember him? He's the knot cloud guy who fought
Yeah.
the dragon.
At his peak, Zack could cut through a large metal door with one swing, seemingly with most of his strength. Given the size and width of the door, this feat's sheer strength comes out to 980 million newtons.
And Seph was way stronger than Zack. In fact, if we look at their strength stats when they fought that dragon, Sephiroth was 3.5 times stronger than Zack.
Putting
Okay.
Sephiroth's strength output at over 3 billion newtons. That's almost
Damn!
as much force as 30 Hiroshima bombs.
Strength isn't everything, though. Vergil was technically faster than Sephi, but Sephiroth has handled people of similar speeds before. Plus, Sephiroth could survive plenty of hits because his healing power is broken.
The capabilities of Vergil's healing factor was nearly unprecedented.
Not just
but
his own
it had
healing
its
factor,
limits.
but also
In contrast,
Curaga.
Sephiroth's healing abilities were only limited by his pool of magic, which was unlimited.
Well, he also had to take some time to cast each healing spell, but that's why he distracted Vergil with his illusions.
We know Vergil was susceptible to illusionary and mental attacks, as it's happened to him multiple times and even led to his in-canon demise.
Yeah.
And Sephiroth's illusions could hide his ultimate technique. Yeah, Vergil's healing was pretty awesome, but it was never gonna hold up under an exploding sun to the face.
Vergil put up a good fight, but he couldn't match Sephiroth's superior strength, magic, and techniques.
Looks like this devil's cried for the last time.
The winner is
This
Sephiroth.
was epic. This was epic. So now we all gotta wait
Chad, I
for
play Boomstick. Ben, I play Wiz.
Season
If you want to get
5.
the fight music for this episode of Death Battle, just click the link in the description and you can pick it up on iTunes.
You can get music from Thor vs.
this-
Wonder Woman.
this was a
Naruto
wild
vs. Ichigo,
ride
a bunch of
this
Death Battles.
season.
And if you want exclusive commentary on this episode, then click that box right over there in the corner.
Thank you
Hopefully-
so much for joining us for Death Battle.
Hopefully the next
4.
season will
We're excited
be
to
even
show you
more
some
epic.
Awesome episodes next year in season 5.
Yeah. February 5th. Alright. I'll see you then.